most faith from their subjects amassed. Behold, your...
He certainly did look. I still can't believe it. His Majesty.
I won't accept it! The new
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that's it.
disorderly conduct will...
Settle down. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under...
Bloody fantastic.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
All the same,
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the Ark.
It'll be fine.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Your Majesty.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the...
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Louis.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
we have the power to change the world. All of us.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pomp.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results,
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not...
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work.
Well, it's time to make your first...
Good luck.
thanks for always having me.
Well, let's go. To his...
All right, a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please.
My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it! Your attention, please!
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero, but as I'd like you to watch over him. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montero. They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this. What? Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researcher's findings to the people to...
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone...
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise. Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything. And now he...
You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Ujif, of all things. Though he's one of the 6...
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd... It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats.
Credit where it's due. I think it's Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken... It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year...
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy.
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what...
Suppose you're...
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait, I'm coming with you.
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-ups. Still, it was other Sanctus what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Sant effects. Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a Sanctus hand, but you really put some perspective.
I believe you'll come, Dungeon.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You...
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it? If you told them you're the king, it'd not... Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out...
I see.
Are you that... Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this.
Oh, there you are.
Phew. Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juna would be back from her expedition to...
I have a few stops left in this...
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates. To settled, I shall come with you on...
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how he He'll be fine. His Majesty. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once you're...
All right.
Let's go. Hey?
All right, then.
Come on!
What?
I think... Well...
About that.
I get... All right.
What now?
You're not...
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old...
All very nice.
Oi there!
Oh. Say there.
Stupendous. Stupendous.
How grand.
Grand, isn't it? Grand.
That reminds me.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, right. I should call you Your Majesty. Even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise?
Yes. You beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
Good.
Don't worry. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since some of those people even said they found their place. If we can all change together for the better like that. And I want to help with something too. I want
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We should be the ones thanking her.
Everyone.
Long time no...
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might...
Hold on a tick. No.
Naturally, we're drawing attention.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been...
Lady Juna, did she really come all this way in a runner?
The unmitigated. Oh, it's fine. I wanted to. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's...
I guess it's obvious.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great...
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves.
Of course not. We specifically put...
Yet it has only been 1 year.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told...
Might have been a...
Why there, Your Majesty!
You dare
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really.
There's more work to do every day. Everyone's so supportive.
Rather. It's the sort of...
Looks like we're drawing a crowd.
Indeed. A very...
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Journey? Are you really planning on leaving?
I won't force you to come.
Sounds like fun, but, You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I don't care to be kingly. That's less important than doing...
You're not even concerned?
Never the... Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they... Do you want to get a better grasp of it?
Right.
If that was your plan...
Sounds like a fine idea to me. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no... Yes, here begins our quest anew.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word.
Nurse, don't...
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though...
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic.
Oh, so you've no...
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that.
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us.
They were supporting us because we were active. In the end, people, even if decided justly and supported by prosperity.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again.
Still, this early into the new...
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a...
Okay, but can we really afford to have...
'Tis natural course for the royal guard to accompany the king.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right?
Thank you.
You once heard my voice. Is fantasy a powerless, a timeless question? So long as life remains in the world, but he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance, and it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with... You have my...
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
But hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow! Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the Scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.